Hey guys, welcome back to YumoTube. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a new brand that we're carrying. We've been in the talks for a while now, and this year we finally decided to carry this brand. And the name of the brand is Technist, such as this shirt that I'm wearing right now. We will be doing another video on the apparel, so stay tuned for that. And a little bit about Technist. They started out in 2016 in Korea, so this is a Korean brand. And they sponsor a lot of the club players, and especially some of the national players like An Se-young, who, when she plays with the club, she uses this brand. And yeah, today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 rackets from Technist. So the 3 rackets I have today is the JH-VI, the Pro912, and the Superfly 7.5. So after checking the website for the specs, I found that they are all even balance and medium flex and geared towards an offensive play style. But that, I feel like that doesn't really help you decide which one is right for you, so I decided to try them out and let you know how I felt. So the first racket we're going to talk about is the Superfly 7.5. All 3 rackets from the Technist brand are made with a high quality Japanese carbon. This weight of the racket is 75 grams, which is equivalent to the 5U weight class. The shaft of the racket was stated as medium flex, but I feel it's more on the stiffer end. And the frame of the head is made with a box shape, which enhances the stability when you're hitting your shots. And finally, the balance. It's more of a, even balance, I would say, which is pretty accurate. All right, so first off, one of the downsides I found with this racket is that because it's even balanced, the head was a little lighter than what I wanted it to be. And combined with the stiffer shaft, I feel it's harder to generate power for like your clear shots or your smashes. The plus side though, because this is a super light racket, it's a really fast handling, and it's really good for when you're playing drives in the front court or like just controlling shots in general. And in front of the net, I think it would be a really good racket. So next racket we have is the JH-VI. The weight of this racket is also a 5U weight, which is the same as the previous one. The shaft of the racket is actually a bit more flexible than medium flex. The head frame is in a arrow style compared to the box frame from the previous racket, and this makes it better handling. And finally, the balance of the racket was surprisingly is a lot more head heavy than even balance. And compared to the previous one, this is a lot more head heavy. So one of the downsides I found with this racket is that the shaft is a little bit too flexible for my liking because I'm used to more stiff rackets. So the control and placement shots, you might lose a little bit of control when using this. At least that's what I found. On the plus side though, the racket head is a little heavier, which makes clears and smashes a little easier to hit. And overall, this is just a super light racket, which is just fast in general. So for the last racket, we have the Pro912. The racket that I used was the 4U weight, but this one also comes in a 3U. The shaft of the racket is medium flex, which is the same as what's stated on the website. If you quickly take a look at the racket head frame, you'll notice that it's quite similar to the Duora series from Yonex, meaning it has the dual frame technology where it has the box frame for the forehand side and the arrow frame for the backhand side. And you can tell because there's different color on the frame on both sides. And finally, the balance of the racket is leaning towards more head heavy than even balance, I would say. All right, so for our last racket, I think this one has to be my favorite one of the 3 that I tried, just because it's the most similar to the rackets that I usually play with. So I didn't really find any downside to it, I would say. You can definitely feel the difference in the swing when you're using the forehand and backhand side, with the backhand being a little faster. And yeah, it's just generally like a very stable racket. Maybe because it's heavier overall compared to the other ones, but yeah, this is my favorite one so far. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to YumoTube. Follow us on Instagram, and as always, if you want more information, just visit yumo.ca. See you guys next time.